teach some of the basic queries. Okay, and in the demo session, if you have attended, we have talked about where SQL is used in the industry and how is SQL relevant if you are looking to switch to field in the data side, like in data engineering, scientists and analysts, or any other technical field, because it's everywhere SQL is used. Okay, so let me start. I'm sharing the screen. Okay, any doubt, please ping in the chat window, or give you a hands up, or you can interrupt me in between, no worries. Okay, so okay, introduction to SQL. Like I will take not much time in here, but it's required. SQL is a structured query language that is used to managing and manipulating relational databases. It allows users to create, update, delete data within a database, commonly referred to as a CRUD operation. CRUD is a abbreviation for create, read, update, and delete data. I will show you today this. Okay, so basically, where the data is stored in a row or column form, something like that. Um, like row and column form, we can, this is a Excel file or CSV file, we can load it into a SQL database and work on this. You can see that column name are there, okay, and their values are there, right? Okay, corresponding. So rows and columns, okay, whenever the data is stored in form of this is called relational database, and we can query this data with the help of SQL. Okay, SQL help us to query this data. This is like our sample data saved in a Excel format. Okay, Excel CSV format. We can load this data into the SQL database and we can work on it. Okay, we can transform the data, or we can, as the business demand, we can work on it. We will show in the later lectures, like how you can upload the data sets and work on that. Like okay, and so what is a database? A database is a collection of related data organized into tables. Like database, you can say that it has tables inside it, schema inside it. Okay, all it is contained under one thing, that is like database. Okay, collection of related data. Like you have, suppose you have a database of a college, and you have a information about students, like what is the roll number, what is their class, what is the subject. So different tables, like class, we have a different table of subject, they have section, they have some, all these related data is stored in a one database. Okay, like with the name of college. So if we can talk it practically, like one thing, like everyone has the SSMS, right? Anyone, sorry to interrupt, anyone facing some issues in installing SSMS SQL Server, let me know. Or they have installed the SSMS successfully in their system. Anyone has faced any issues? I know some of you have pinged in the chat windows, and we have resolved some of the issues, but anyone has some issues, because this is the tool we are going to use in our lecture series. Let me know if anyone has. So it's, you can download from Microsoft's website. Okay, so you can download the Express edition. It's a free edition. So I'm not going to install it again because I already installed it. You can, it will download it for you, right? You have first have to install SQL Server, then SSMS. Anyone face any issues, let us know. I will surely solve your query about this. Okay. So I think no one has any issues in SSMS yet. Well, let me continue. We were at databases. Okay. So the first thing, when I open this, let me close all the things. I have to connect my server. My server name is this. Okay, where I can showcase this. If you don't know what's our server name, You can go into configuration manager. Okay, and you can go to this, and here you can find it right in the service. The host name is your server name. Okay, so an instance name is SQL Express. So when you type this, you will connect it and mark it the trust server certificate as tick. Okay, you can connect it, and this is the window you will be showing. Okay, this too I have created. You will not be showing that. You will be showing the system databases. Okay, master model, it's a system databases. Okay, we will not work on this. We will create our separate database to work on. Okay, so these are the databases, and inside this we can create the tables, stored procedures. Okay, we can create stored procedure functions, triggers. So I think you can now relate this statement. A database is a collection of related data organized into tables. This is the database SQL demo, and inside it we can have tables like customer and mobile data set. Okay, so any doubt till this? And second is the table consists of rows and columns like this only, rows and columns. Okay, um, see, this is the thing. This is the rows, 3 2 columns is customer ID and name. So you can relate this, right? Similar format is this. So sorry. And every table has the columns have their own data type. Data type like something, some data is of type integer varchar. We will have a separate session on what the data types of the SQL. Okay, for now you can understand that suppose name is a type of string or varchar. Okay, and 3 2 customer ID is an integer. The name itself, like the values itself, is signifies a data type, right? Any doubt till this? We will then go forward. Any doubts, anyone? I think no. Okay, we will go forward. So SQL commands are divided into different categories. Data definition language, DDL. The statement, the full form itself is significant that which define a structure of the database or structure of the table. Like, okay, we want to create a structure schema. Like we are suppose um, what not just for sake of now, uh, forget 3 to Akshay Pawan is the value. So we have to create a structure first. Number of columns it should have. Okay, like customer ID, name, and how many, what is the type of that data. So that kind of thing is the structure. If I create a table, like, okay, and um, sorry, name should be varchar, and so when I'm creating this, what I'm creating, I'm just creating a structure of the table. Okay, I'm creating the structure of the table. If I try to query the data, sorry, it is giving me structure only. No, I haven't inserted any data, right? So this is called the structure. Like this is, I want to drop it. Drop means I want to delete this schema, whole schema. So I will write a command drop It is successful. When I will again query this table, it will show me no table found. So I am working with the structure. I am playing with the structure. See, invalid object. It is not able, the SSM is not able to find us because we have dropped that, right? So whenever we are playing with the structure of the table, it is termed as data definition language. Okay. So second is data manipulation language. So most of the the DDL and DML we use the most. Okay, that grant and the data control language and transaction control language we will use, but at the basic like initial level we will like mostly talk about DDL and DML. These are to grant and uh, revoke the access of the data, like access of the particular row, and these transaction control language are help us to implement the ACID properties. We will talk about the ACID properties. Okay, so we will not go in detail in the first lecture only because this will be too much. Think like only we will talk about this much as of today. Okay. Second one is data manipulation language. Manipulation language itself is showing saying that I want to manipulate the play with the data inside that table, right? So let me again create a table. Um, Same table I think I will create. So okay, so I have created the table, right? And first is it's an empty table. So SSMS is an intelligent tool. It will showcase like whenever I'm type SQL, it will showcase like what could be the possible value. So sim if you don't want to type the whole table name, you can simply use the intelligence of this software, right? So see, it has uh, empty data, right? So first we have selected the data. It is showing empty because there is no data inside it. Let me insert something here, right? I have inserted one row, so it is showing me one row affected. See, it has one row, right? If I want to add something else, so one row is more affected. So I'm manipulating with the data, right? Manipulation of the data. I am inserting something, right? Suppose I want to update this roll number, right? It is also manipulation of data. Okay, we will have a separate session of all these things, right? I'm just trying to what written the theory uh, with a practical point of view on the spot, so it would be easy for you guys to correlate, right? Okay, so don't worry, like if you are like any doubt you have, just let me know. But in lecture 2 we will have a separate detailed session of how you are inserting the data and right how you are creating a table. So this is just I want to re relate the practical of this what is written in this document. I am showing this. Okay, so I want to update it. See, where I have to update, I want to update roll number 1 to 3 set. See, it is giving me every time I'm writing the initials, it is SSMS is giving me the the possible values I can have it has in that database, right? So it make it a little bit easy for us. We don't have to type the whole uh, thing, column name or something. Okay. See, see, it has updated it, right? We have justified the update and manipulate we have manipulated the data, right? And suppose I want to delete this second row. I just write a delete. Just remember, SQL is a non-case and it is not a case sensitive language. We can make it through some settings, but by default SQL is not case sensitive. Okay. So you must be wondering like when I'm executing, why it's not executing the whole query, because in S like it has a features the SSMS tool that whichever command I'm selecting, it will execute that only. Okay. If I am not selecting anything, it will try to execute all the things. So you can see that we have deleted it. So we have manipulated all the data also. Okay. So data control language is, if I want to grant or revoke the access of particular user or particular thing, okay, I can use this grant or revoke. And TCL is, for to implement acid properties. Acid is atomicity, no isolation, that kind of properties we will learn in the later in the advanced section. Okay, it's kind of in some of the advanced topic. I'm not covering it in detail. Just I want to show you the types we have, the categories. SQL category SQL commands are divided into different categories. So that's why I have showcased this. Okay, but these two things we will cover in some of the intermediate or advanced level of SQL. Okay. So these are the basic commands we have already. I have showcase you in the SSMS. Okay. So I will share this document with you. Okay. So first of all, like you must be wondering like these are the database I have worked on. So how to create the database? The first thing when you are entering into the SSMS, the first task that you have to create one database to work with. Okay. So simple, it's an English kind of language only. Okay. Suppose I will create a database with Akshay name. Okay. It will create a database with name Akshay for me. See, it has created Akshay for me. If I want to work under this database, one, I can use make use of the use command. Then whenever, because when I'm creating the table, I should be telling SSMS under which database I want to create a table, right? Else, if when you're opening this and you try to new query, it will ask you under which database you want to create this. Okay. Else, if you're not telling, it will create the table under the system database, which we don't want. Okay. So I want to create under Akshay. So use command has taken me inside this Akshay database, right? So whenever I'm creating any table or anything, it will create under Akshay command. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. So let me, um, any doubts anyone has till yet? Anyone? Um, You can ping if you are like having some audible issue or something. No? Okay. Okay, I will wait for 1 minute if anyone has doubt. So, okay, let me ask like how many of you haven't like heard about SQL or any programming language? Like you are not from totally away from technical background. Anyone from like uh, totally non-technical background we have here? Um, okay. Uh, I'm audible, right? Like I'm audible to you guys, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, Akshay.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
Akshay.
Okay.
Hey guys, you can just unmute yourself and talk to Akshay.
Okay. Okay, Piyush. So you are from sales. So okay. So you must be using any database of of your company where you have customers data, right? You must be querying some of the data from your like company's database. Oh, some ERP or something like that. Some CRM tools you must be working on. Okay. EdTech sales. Okay. Okay, Piyush. Okay. So you are not like okay, you are totally from EdTech sales. Okay, Piyush. Okay. No worries. So do you have any doubts still yet? What we have covered so far? It's
Like
just the
from where we need to download all these things like SQL.
okay.
So
I have
it's where
asked.
we need to download.
Yeah, okay. So the first thing you have to download the SQL Server. You when you go to Google, you can just type SQL Server. So the first link it should be
SQL Server. Right?
yes SQL Server. I will
Okay.
share you the steps. Okay, just type SQL Server in the Google, and the first link you should be clicking into. It's a Microsoft. It's a product by Microsoft. Okay, you can scroll down and download the Express Edition. Okay, so it's if you have installed any other software, or any game, it's something like next, not rocket science. If you have face any issue, just let me know or let my team know. We will definitely help you. Okay. Um, are we clear or you need any further help like I have already installed it, then I am not going to install it right now. So if you want, I can help you. Like right now, if you want, right now you want to install it, or later after the session, if you want to connect with me, I will definitely help you. Or I will share
Sure.
one of the links. Also, you will watch that, and it will be a cakewalk for you to install it.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah. Any doubt you have, just let us know. It's not that much difficult to install it. Just if you have installed any for other software in your system, some similar like that only. Okay. Just the next one. So okay, let me move forward. So mostly used, like we will be like there are many other databases also apart from this, but we will be mostly talking about relational database here, and also I'm comparing with no relational or no SQL database. Okay, so relational databases are what we have. I have covered in the earlier part of the section. Also, like the database which stores data into table forms consisting of rows and columns, just like this rows and columns. So that kind of uh, database is called uh, relational database. Okay. So something like this, rows and columns. Okay. So structure. What's the structure of that database? So relational databases organize data into the tables. Each table known as a relation has a schema. Schema defined structure means what is the data type, how what number of columns a table have, and what is the data type of that columns. It is the structure. Okay, it has a defined structure, the relational database. Okay, so we have many different tables also. Okay, we have many different tables also. Suppose I have one table named customer, one table name has, one table has a customer data, one table has sales data. So I want to join that. So we have a concept of foreign key. So with all these things, the relational database hold. We will discuss this, what the foreign keys, how you will join in the uh, as our course progresses. Okay. So data storage, data is stored in a tabular form. Tabular in the sense rows and columns is the same in the form of table. If you can, this is you can consider it as a table. Okay, data is uh, stored as a table format. Okay, so asset properties, it compliance, atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. It means that atomicity means like either either your uh, insertion or deletion will happen fully or not, like either your query will run fully or not. Okay, isolation means that if some other person is running a query, it should not affect if I am running the query, right? All these properties I will discuss in detail. Okay, what are the, because it's very important, atomicity. And because of like this asset properties relational database has we are using it in oltps like online transaction processing, like banking transactions. It these properties plays a very important role in banking transactions or any retail transactions we have, right? Because you are when you want to withdraw something, you want to transfer something, so behind the scene database is playing its role also. Okay, so query language, it's simple, use the SQL to query the data. To query data means I want to fetch that data from the table. I will use SQL for that. So example, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle SQL Server. So these all are examples, some of the examples of relational databases. Okay, so we are working on SQL Server as of now. Okay,
Akshay,
so
one doubt here.
yes,
MySQL, PostgreSQL are a different component, right? Are different than SQL.
I cannot say different. It's different relational databases. They are also used to store relational database just like SQL Server, but some of the inbuilt functions, suppose you want to find a current date, you want to find a current time, so SQL Server might have a different function and PostgreSQL or Oracle might have different, but behind the scene its working is quite same. Okay, like some of the functions are definitely, I'm not saying it would be inbuilt function,
Mhm.
it has, every language has some inbuilt functions, right? So
Right.
syntax, some of the syntax like, but basic syntax is quite same, but I can say that just for example you want to find a current date, current timestamp, so SQL Server might have a different syntax and it has might have a different syntax. You want to find a substring, okay, you want to fetch like from Akshay, you want to fetch only the AKS, might be SQL Server has a different function for that to fetch AKS, the three letters from Akshay, and Oracle or Postgres has different function. But overall structure you can say is
Mhm.
same. Okay, so we will mostly working on SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server syntax, but wherever I find that it has like what's the difference between Oracle, I will share it with, or any other database I might find. So I will share definitely try to share that differences also. Okay, but we will work on SQL Server for our lectures. Okay,
Okay.
I hope I'm making sense, Shivam.
Yes, yes, got it, Akshay. Thank you.
Let me
Actually,
have a sip of water. Yeah,
asking for
yes, Piyush.
actually it is asking for like whatever thing you want to download, basic custom or download media. When I'm downloading this SQL Server Express edition,
You have to download Express Edition only.
Yes,
So
yes,
what is
I
can you
that
paste the
type of
screenshot
like select an installation type. It is asking for basic or custom
or
or
custom?
download medium, which custom, right?
Okay, you can share the screen, Piyush. If I will tell you, okay. Like everyone else can also have the idea.
Okay, just
Yeah.
it is not giving me the permission to share my screen. Like
Nitin, can
share
we make
screen is
Nitin, can
displayed.
we make that him a presenter? Or hi Nitin. Okay, Piyush, like I will help you at the end of the session. Like basic custom, like you, if you basic means like you will install all the services of that. Okay, custom you will select which services you want, which services you don't want, and custom will save some of your memory, some of your system memory. So it is advised like I use custom option, and any option is fine, but the custom is more recommended because it will you can choose what services you want and what services you don't want. Okay. I will
Okay,
help you out in the
understand,
at
understand.
the I will connect you if I think only the admins have the access to share the screen. Okay, I will help you out, Piyush, no worries.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So okay, so I think we are get clear with what is relational databases. Any doubts anyone has in relational database or any tables like what I have explained till yet? Any doubt in anything? Let me know. Or I'm taking a 1 minute here for all of you. If anyone has any doubts, feel free to ask doubt, and if not, you can ping us also. I will try to ping if you are not comfortable or have any server issues. Sorry, network issues.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, Vishal.
Yeah, hi Akshay. So
Hello.
I have almost 10 years experience as
Okay.
you asked in starting that do you
Sorry,
have any
Vishal. Sorry, Vishal. You are
this
quite not
technical. So I
audible
don't have
fully.
any.
Sorry, sorry. Can you
Hello.
repeat? Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Hi,
Now
Vishal. Good.
am I audible now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Yes, you are
So
audible.
Akshay, yeah, my question is I am.
I think
Hello.
he is not audible. I
I'm
like
sorry for
any
the
anyone else is facing
interruption.
the audibility
Yes,
issues
sir.
from Vishal, or even only I
Yeah,
am not.
voice is breaking from Vishal side.
You can type
Yeah, I'm
Vishal
sorry for you.
if you are not audible. Vishal.
Now am I am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible, Vishal, but in between you are breaking a lot. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. Actually, I'm saying that I'm not from a technical background, but I
Okay,
have idea about the data. I have worked a
okay,
lot on Excel.
okay,
So I
okay.
have almost 10 to 11 year experience. So actually, my question is for SQL that
Hmm,
I have gone through everything in SQL. This is DDL, DML.
hmm,
So my question is simply that if I have seen a lot of videos
hmm,
in YouTube, I have
hmm,
seen your videos also
hmm,
on
hmm, hmm,
YouTube.
hmm.
But I mean, my question is, what is the benefit to join this class? Because if we if we are going
Not audible, Vishal.
that this is the DML command, these are questions.
You're
Okay,
not
so this
audible,
is my
Vishal.
question. We are going to, do. Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Hello.
so my question is in this class, hello,
Yes, 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 Vishal.
yeah. So we are going to discuss only basic things, or we are going to, some real scenario example. It's like, you know, because I have given some interview, so trust me, nobody asked that this is the DML command, this what is real
See,
PDL. Okay.
yes, I am totally agreeing with you,
Mm-hmm.
Vishal, but this is the first session
Mm-hmm.
and you might be have some knowledge about SQL, but I think most of the
Mm-hmm.
audience are don't know what is SQL in a not in first instance. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I have to cover from the basics, right? And yeah, sure, in the interview
No,
you
no,
are not,
Akshay,
no
yeah,
one will
I
ask.
understand. I'm just
Yes.
asking. I'm just asking. Okay,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
just
we will
asking.
cover. I
I
think
yes.
my team has already shared the syllabus with you. So most like from till the if you are let me I'm working as a data engineer. Okay, I'm also taking interviews. Okay, so many interviews me and my team are taking, and I've given also many interviews. So if in an industry level, if you are applying for data analyst or data engineering, because I haven't give take interviews for data scientist, so just I'm talking about so
Mhm.
till like the intermediate level we ask about SQL, like what the case when statements, okay, and some of the if depending on the experience a person is having, if a person is fresher, so we might ask only how to how we'll find a duplicate, what is the difference between having and where. So this kind of question, and if you are a fresher coming from a college, we will know that we have to train that person also. But if you are 2 3 4 years experience, our level of question will be more. If a person is 9 years experience, so I think if an interviewer is looking for asking SQL questions, so it will find definitely gonna ask question from Windows functions, and
Yeah,
what are the optimization techniques you have used. So we will cover that in our lectures. So yeah, you are right that no one is going to ask this basic question at instance, but for me, everyone is a newbie, and we have to go from the ABC of the sequel. And as a as our course progress, we will definitely cover that, and also we will solve some. Uh, I will definitely share some interview questions also after each from basic to intermediate to advanced level, pre-advanced level, we can say, because okay, here and as an exercise we
okay.
will solve that, and yeah, that would be the flow of the course, Vishal.
Okay, so we will cover this all things. Okay,
Hi,
okay,
hi,
Akshay.
yes, yes,
Okay,
Vishal,
thank you.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
we will start from basics, and then to but
Yes,
we
yes,
will also cover this part of the. Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes,
okay.
because
Thank you.
because you have some of the idea about basic, but I think most of my audience, our audience is very new. Like like many of them, if out of like we have 15 right now, even two have the coming from non-technical background. I have to take care
Uh-huh,
of that persons also, right?
uh-huh.
I hope I'm
Uh,
making
uh,
sense here.
yeah, Akshay, I'm really sorry because then why I'm asking this question because earlier I joined this SQL class somewhere. Okay, so
Okay.
they actually what they did, they this only basic okay, and then they said that okay, we have told everything at every basic. Now you you do your own practice. So how can we
See,
do?
yes, Vishal,
Because yes,
they
yes.
are they are also not own practice, but we will definitely suppose we are solving 5 questions here, right? But I will like
Mhm,
every center will definitely expect that you will solve other 5 questions by you, right? Because if I am solving, we are solving it together. It's a different thing. It will be your learning. But if we are giving 5 questions,
mhm,
for the like we will have the classes on weekend, and Monday to Friday you have the time to solve that 5 questions and any other questions you want to solve, right? So because your
Mhm.
self practice will
Okay.
make you more efficient, right? But definitely, like we are like
Mhm.
every institute, I think like that only, because or you will solve some questions with us and some questions, and yeah, doubts will be taken care of, no worries. But self practice is required. I'm asking everyone that self practice is definitely required, and you can start from basics only,
Mhm.
like hacker rank we have the platform, lead code we have the platform, and you can,
Mhm.
and also
Mhm.
some w3s school, they provide some basic level of questions, you can try that, no worries.
Okay. 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 Then.
Yes, Vishal,
Okay.
your
Thank you.
question
Thank
was
you.
valid, no worries. Yeah, your question was valid.
Mhm.
I think I have
Mhm.
answered that. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, hi Kshitij, can you tell what is the main work? SQL is a language. Database management system is a system, like uh, it's a system where you are storing your data, right? Like suppose you have a retail, um, y- let's see example of Amazon. Okay, like let me open Flipkart or Amazon. So suppose you have a system, everything like the data of it, this, like you are adding something to cart, you are searching something, look, the logs are maintaining in the database, database management system. Okay, so but if you want to work with that database, your data is stored. Suppose you have a database, the database management system, a SQL server, right? But you have stored the data, but you want to work with that data, you want to play with data, SQL plays role there. SQL is a communication between you and database. Okay, your data, you can't simply write English language and work with a database, right? There should be a language which should communicate with the database. Okay, database management system is a system where your data is stored in a layman language, I am saying, right? And to communicate with data, you have to use a language, and this language is SQL. Query some, it's identifying it, you are querying in the data. I am making sense, Kshitij?
Yes, sir.
uh, are, is your doubt clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 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 thank you. Any doubt anyone has? Okay, let me move further. So other type of data is no SQL or no relational database. It's is used to store unstructured or semi-structured data. Semi-structured means JSON files. I'm not going to go in detail because it's not relevant to this course or this, but just I want to make you aware of that these are databases are there, right? MongoDB, Cassandra, some of the examples of NoSQL databases. In this, the data is not stored in the form of, uh, you know, rows and columns. It's find a JSON JavaScript object notation format in a dictionary format. It is to key value pairs. Okay, or in the form of documents or video. And unstructured means, semi-structured means JSON format. Okay, unstructured means it is don't have any structure. Okay, like videos, PNG files, MP4 files. So if we want to work with that kind of data, no relational databases are used. Okay, like big data analysis, real-time analytics, the like we have Azure data lake, this kind of thing, data lakes. So we can store unstructured data, right? So um, just I want to make aware that what is NoSQL, it is not relevant to the course because we are, and SQL is not using in this type of databases. Okay, so just I want to make aware of you, so I have written in this document. Okay, and let me show like what's the JSON format is like. It's a key value pair. Oh, sorry, it's a validator. It's like this type. Okay, key value pair. It has a key name, values, John, key. This type of data is JSON and semi-structured. Okay, so it doesn't require SQL to query, right? it's a different kind of databases. Okay. So difference between schema and databases with context to MS SQL Server. So few of the databases treats a relational database treats SQL, sorry, schema and databases as the same thing, right? Like, but MS SQL Server and few um um, are taking it as a different thing. Okay, suppose I am working with the Databricks platform, okay, and the data engineering processing tool. There, if say schema, if I say database, so it's kind of a same thing, but in SQL Server, it's different. So, for example, you have create, you have a database of an office, right? So office, suppose ABC company is having, and it has different schemas inside it, and different schema inside has different tables inside it. Okay, suppose you have ABC company and database has some is HR department, some is sales department, some is IT department. So we can consider ABC as a database, HR, IT, sales as a schema, and inside schema we can create table to differentiate it, acting as a differentiator in SSMS. Okay, so but in some of the database like Oracle, I think schema and database is playing a same role. It doesn't have a different concept. Okay, so if I'm saying uh, okay, I hope I'm making a sense here. This, if you have a database with bank DB, you might have a schema named customer schema and and define tables like customers accounts. So if you have employee schema where you are storing the details of bank employees, and you have a customer schema, so it's a hierarchy like database, schema and table. Okay, if I am saying it, so first is database in hierarchy, then schema, then tables. Okay, so let me create it for you. So I have a table, I have created a table, sorry, a database, Akshay, right? So let me create a schema. It will create a schema inside Akshay database. Okay, so when I create a table, I'm using Akshay practice schema as, okay, inside this schema I will create a table. um, okay, let's have this only now. It has, okay, so if I refresh this, see, it has created a customer one table within the Akshay practice schema. So if I want to store a table with the different schema, like I have given example of ABC company, it has HR department, IT sales department. I want to bifurcate at schema level also. So SQL Server is giving that facility also. But I'm also saying that you might find in some databases that schema and databases are termed as same thing, right? Like in Databricks, it is what platform I'm using. If someone is saying schema or database, it's fulfilling the same purpose. Okay, so this is schema is holding in SQL Server. Database is holding everything like tables, structure of that, and schema is defining the basic structure like what value, what data type it has, and what type of information it, either it has, suppose example of ABC company, it has HR data, IT data, sales data, that kind of information we are bifurcating, we are segregating it, just we adding a layer, okay, database. Then next step, we are creating a database, inside it we are creating a schema, inside it we are creating a table. So it is acting as another level of segregation or differentiator within a database, right? So whenever it's in industry, or it is easy for us to bifur to query that, we know, okay, HR department is HR department details, tables might be in this HR schema, right? So that kind of bifurcation it is allowing us. Okay, so I will cover this asset properties in detail, okay, in the later our lectures. I just have given some of the basic what are the asset properties earlier, all, but I will cover it in detail, okay, with some of the examples in later part of the sections, where we will uh, cover that rollback and commit commands. It will be relating to that, in a practical way more. So as of now, I am ending this session today. It's because it will be, if I cover this, it would be, difficult to grasp this much as a first lecture, because many of the audience is totally new to this, SQL or IT industry. So I am ending this session now, and I'm open to the questions. If anyone has any questions, they can ask.